Welcome to another video, guys. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make the ultimate base in LEGO Fortnite. First, you're gonna want to build some walls, close yourself off from the people around you. Alright, now that we've got the walls, we're gonna want some floors. Next up, you're gonna wanna mess with your walls some more. You're gonna wanna add another story. And it's basically a repeat of down here, except slightly taller. Alright, we're back. The floors and stairs have been set. Next, what you want to do is go through all your utilities and decide where you want it all to go. Now that your important things are out of the way, you can come up here. Now, what I recommend doing is turning this into a garden sector for things like grain, but it's up to you. Alright, we're gonna come back once I show you the final build. Alright, we're back. So, the whole base has been built. Now, what I recommend doing is for the bottom floor, floor 2, I recommend making this your barn level. You only need maybe one barn for one of your pets. You don't need too many. And if you can't fit a barn, that's alright. You can always add it on the top level and make the second floor your house where you live. But you shouldn't need to. Anyways, I'm just setting down a barn, a bed, and a few chests. Again, you can set the layout however you want. I'm just putting down the essentials. Next up, we're gonna do my favorite part, the outside. We're going to turn this into the ultimate base. I'll show you when I'm done. This is the final build. Now, I know what you're thinking. So what? Just a house. Well, guess what? It's time for the real important part. Toys. So first, we're gonna want some wheels. We're gonna want to lay them all around the bottom of the base. Prevent it from getting damaged by anything. I'll be back when I'm done with that. Alright, next up, we're gonna add balloons. Top. Alright, we're back. The balloons are on the top. Next up, you're gonna want a driver's seat. A driver's seat. The point if you haven't gotten it already, is this base is gonna fly. Next, you're going to take large thrusters, place them all around the edge of your base until you reach this window. I'll show you when I'm done. And we're back. I have laid out all the thrusters on the sides, on the bottom, on the back, and there's a stairway right to the controller. So I'm gonna now show you a test run of the great flying base. See, right now, all the balloons are keeping it slightly afloat. Now, let's get on with the show. If I press V, I'm nudged forward. Pressing C launches us up. V to keep going straight. You may need to push C to carefully land, because you're in a flying base. Hitting R turns us to the left, and hitting U turns us. Actually, choose the left, R is the right. Now, we're gonna want to go forward onto this peninsula. What this does is it makes us a mobile base. One that we can go anywhere in. 'Cause I believe I can fly. Alright, we should be good to land. May want to go more towards a bigger clearing, but since there's not an abundance of those, I just sorta have to do what I can. That's why I'm heading over here. If you hit the button again for 3 or 4, you can choose whether to turn them on or off. Alright, we're almost there. Just a little further. Now, landing is a bit of a problem, but if you can get over that, this is probably the best base design you're gonna get, because it's a base that flies. So instead of needing to go and find caves and then run back to your base, you can fly your base to the cave. Alright. Uh, Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we found the base. It's always flying, which is perfect because now you can add things onto it, and if you want to make it bigger, there's a few simple things you can do. First, we're gonna do something very simple. We're gonna double the size of our stair. 'Cause why not. Alright. Next up. Hold on. Now that you've seen a bit of a test run, we're cleaning this up a bit, making the stairs bigger. Also, we're going to remove a few balloons so the base ends up on the ground when you're done. So let's just remove 2 balloons. And it seems to have made all the difference. The base is slowly descending, which is perfect, because that means it's going to touch the ground. If your base doesn't touch the ground, simply keep removing balloons until your base slowly floats to the ground. Or, at the very least, somewhat near it. Now, I'm going to make a few recommendations. You've got to make sure you have a stair to the roof of your base so you can fly easy. You're also gonna want to make sure you stack up the thrusters. Don't fill the whole side with thrusters, otherwise you're never gonna get where you want to be. Alright, we're nearly there. Just gotta remove 2 more balloons. You can give or take balloons, depending on how heavy your base is. But the tires should prevent most of your base from getting damaged. And if you need to make repairs, simply stack up pillars and gently land your base on it. That was Flying Base, brought to you by Music Master. Have a great day, like and subscribe.